Welcome back to the EBA All-American Camp. Same work going on in terms of getting better. But we switch over to the boys division for our first camp broadcast on this side. That's number 236. That's Jenkins, who got that rebound initially. His team White gets on the board first. Marcus Burnett joined by Chris Watkins here on the mic. Jumper coming from the corner. No good. Rebound number 231. It's Cameron Shurik. Triple there for Gatlin Lunsford. Lunsford makes it 5-0 in favor of Team White. Nice ball movement by White. Reverse layup off the mark by Jenkins, but Chris, you gotta like how they're moving the ball around, not letting it stick at all here in this camp setting.
Most definitely. When you get a lot of times in these settings, especially in guys basketball, if you were watching our broadcast earlier, tends to be a little bit more selfishness and people trying to look for theirs. But a lot of what we have here is you see Caruth there out of Banks 2017 guard, but we make them and we drilled into them, you got to be unselfish. You get the extra pass, you make the extra pass, and it makes the overall camp experience more enjoyable for everybody.
It's 136 with it, Adrian Martin. Martin got the step, had it knocked out of play. No number 236. I know that's Jenkins from Dunwoody. Elijah Jenkins.
Yeah, out of Riverwood High School.
That jumper made there by number 135. That's Bernard Casanda. And Jenkins out of Riverwood, believe that's located in Dunwoody. We'll verify that city shortly. But plays for his father, Coach Jenkins there at Riverwood, a squad that has gotten better over the years and is actually in Atlanta. So not in that Dunwoody jurisdiction. Riverwood in Atlanta, a program that has garnered more attention over the past few years. Thanks to the younger Jenkins, who gets another rebound, the coaching of his pops. Also players like Cole Roberts, very underrated interior player for Riverwood. Former EBA capper here as well.
Player to keep an eye on during this broadcast is Kamal Wiley, 136 in the black. Kind of built like a football linebacker, but he gets to the rim, he rebounds. See him right there trying to get on the glass. He's been in a number of our EBA events that stand out for Banks County.
Standing out there with the triple, that's 231. It's Cameron Shurik. Answering right back with the triple of his own. Bernard Casanda, that's his second jumper of the contest. Wide open look for three. For those that aim, especially on the Team White side, that was Quay Caruth.
That second three he's hit so far to start the game. Really like the energy he brings on the offensive end of the floor.
Offensive foul there as Jenkins stepped up, took the charge. Adrian Martin was in attack mode. Oh, correction, Kamal Wiley. My apologies there.
You know, you mentioned Jenkins taking that charge. You know, Elijah Jenkins, 6'3", guard. Play a little bit of both guard positions. Has heavy interest from Air Force. Lincoln Memorial is going to come down and see him soon. When you look at available guards in the class of Georgia, expect him to be a name that a lot of people are talking about as we head into the season here. Basketball season in Georgia starts at the end of October. If he's still on the board, once some of these other guards have come off, expect for him to be a name to rise up in the recruitment here in guards out of Georgia.
Wiley with the rebound. Try to get that one inside. Other plans is Sawyer Pace gets the steal. And we'll have a foul on the other end. Jenkins step back jumper, that one's short. Foul on the layup attempt. That'll send Dylan Orr to the line. Coaching staff on site wanted to see him try to go up and finish with the left there on that play.
Hey, know who you guarding, know who you guarding.
Misses the free throw, 9-point game. Turnover. We went back and forth the past few possessions, hasn't produced any points, or trying to change that. And he lays it in. You can hear the coaching staff telling him on that previous turnover, he was right there in that same area, but on the other side of the rim, turned it over trying to pass it out. They want him to be in finish mode when he gets to that close to the basket.
Yeah, that is when he is at his best, just like you see Jenkins right there doing what he does best, knocking it down from three. But with Orr, I mean, he's a high-energy player, likes to catch on the move and attacking the rim, and that's why coaches tell him he needs to look and try to finish at the basket.
That's another triple for Bernard Kasanda. You take a look at Jenkins knocking down that triple. Too much space, hands up, but it's too late. He gave Team White a total of 19 points there on that triple. Give me that inside, says Kamal Wiley. In the Orr. Good pull there by 231. Cameron Shurig wouldn't stay down for him. Out here's Orr. Attacking hard right again. He misses offensive rebound. Put back in by Stetson Boswell. Another one of those Banks County boys. Makes it 19-12. Good step and finish there by the aforementioned Shurig. Shurig, 2020 guard. Looking like an Indiana guy out there, Watkins.
Most definitely, I mean.
Not flashy, man, just getting it done.
Yeah, I mean, when you're one of those type of players, utility kind of does a lot on the offensive end. You know, got a chance to watch him in the skill sessions last night, shoots the ball real well. But those little things produce, you know, and before you know it, if you get a couple easy baskets like you got there, 2 possessions go on a tip in, knock down a couple easy transitions, you're a double-digit score.
You take a look at his last bucket. See him stepping through. Wiley goes for the ball, and he's able to finish with the left. Does Shurik. At the free throw line now, we have number 149, Sawyer Pace. Subs, number 135, Bernard Cassanda back into the game. He's already got a cluster of threes here in the first half. And number 232 is in now. We'll get 232's name for you shortly.
232 is Emmerich Mabry out of Banks.
Minute 50 and counting here in the first half. Shot challenged on the inside by Mabry. First free throw is good for, well, first one and only free throw good for number 132. That's Gatlin Lunsford, camp setting. One free throw counts as 2 points when you make it. Kamal Wiley on the take, getting the roll. Stolen there by 148, Bosco Norman. And Norman stepped out of bounds. Trying to push it the other way. Coming up on the 30-second mark is Jenkins. Floater up and in for Cameron Shurik. Wiley has to get it off. And that will do it for the first half. We'll be back with more coverage from the boys division at the EBA All-American Camp. Into the second half, we roll. Team White with a 13-point advantage. Get that out of here, says Kamal Wiley as he knocks that one off the gym wall. Here at Central Gwinnett High School, Kamal Wiley, high level of activity as he represents Banks County here today.
Really like how Sawyer Pace came back and answered. Got his shot blocked by Wiley and then went back and made a nice backdoor cut and finished at the rim off the inbounds.
I like that answer all around because when a guy blocks your shot, it's not about trying to get that back at all costs to the point where you take a bad shot or play one-on-one ball, you know, but at the same time, I used to always like when a guy blocks a shot, just wait for that opportunity to be able to score and get those points back. He doesn't get any points for blocking that shot, but you can get that 2 or in some cases a 3 back. So you like to see that that dynamic within a game without it being out of control to where a player is so focused on getting that block back that he turns it over or takes bad shots. So Sawyer Pace getting the last laugh there on that sequence with plenty of game left, and that will not be the last time Kamal Wiley comes after a shot. So. Good step there by 135. That's Kasanda again. He's done most of his damage from outside the three-point line with the tray balls, but gets the step and lays that one in. And one. Good take and finish there by number 123. That's Quay Caruth. You can see him go here. Was prepared to finish it with this left, but based on where the defender was able to use that shoulder, get the contact, and just flipped it up with his right instead for the and one.
Caruth is fearless when he attacks the rim.
Straight attack mode there. Went in hard and was able to hang in the air a little bit. Nice touch. And just like that, it's an 18-point lead. Kamal Wiley answers back with the jumper. Pull his team to within 16. Good take there, that's number 134. That's Brandon Green out of Mountain View. That name building more and more momentum, more steam around it here in the Atlanta area. Not only here at EBA All-American Camp, saw a tweet from Sean Williams and On the Radar Hoops talking about Green, how he's poised for a good season here this year. Coast to coast is 120, Trey Brock. Brock out of Bell County, Kentucky. Caruth trying to add to the 14-point advantage.
Rebound. Let's go.
Bang, bang, Trey Brock. Back-to-back buckets for the Bluegrass State native. Cluster of moves being put on there by Bosco Norman. Will have to go to the line to get the points after the foul.
You good? No, I'm just saying next time, Jake. They get 2 more.
Jenkins brings it across, 9-point game. Rebound there by Gatlin Lunsford. Now here's Green. Green left it short. Terrell in the play. Sticking with it, and it pays off for Stetson Boswell.
You know, what I like about Caruth there, Jerome, he missed it, but he got back his own rebound. But when he drives, he keeps his head up. You know, he's got a great build in the upper body. You know, you saw Jenkins there with the baseline drive and finish over the defender. But Caruth was really impressed over the last couple of EBA camps that he came to. You know, I remember in the spring he was actually going against Alfonso Willis, who is now playing junior college basketball. But just Caruth is definitely a player for colleges here, you know, in the Southeast to keep an eye on during the season.
Seven minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the game. Green to Shurik. Shurik caught along the baseline there, steps through the two defenders, but can't get the shot to go. Rebound by Bosco Norman. Norman with the lay-in. And it's a 5-point game. They were down by double digits, but Kamal Wiley and company trying to tie it up. He's got a full head of steam going the other way. Too strong on the shot, couldn't get it to go, and we're gonna have an easy layup drill on the other end for number 153. There, that's Tyler Thomas. Double pump shot off the glass is no good, but you can put a shot like that up. When you got an insurance policy like Kamal Wiley there with nobody in between him and the goal, it's a 5-point game. Shurik and one. Good cut. The pass and the finish. By 2:31, Cameron Shurik, Plainfield, Indiana. That three good from the corner for Stetson Boswell. (38-40). We approach the 5-minute mark. Good defense there. Both Orr and Boswell converge there.
See Wiley there again with his energy, you know, and it's contagious when you have a player that plays the way that he does on the defensive and offensive end. It really kind of jacks up the rest of your teammates and want them to play that hard as well. That's the one thing that a coach should not have to do. A coach shouldn't have to coach you to play hard.
Yep. Move there for 153. Tyler Thomas set that shot up nicely. Stopped on a dime, used a subtle fake, and was able to get the bucket. Wiley, no mouse in the house, couple mice in the house there, didn't matter. Wiley too big inside as he scores it. Give me that. Is that gonna get, looks like they'll get Wiley for goaltending. Not sure if the ball hit the glass first, but I wouldn't mind Taking a look at that via the replay. Yeah, it looked like Wiley just smacked the glass right off the rim a little bit, didn't get a piece of the ball.
I remember in my heyday where like slapping the glass was cool.
Yeah.
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 They actually like made it where you would get a technical for doing it, which is why they made it called goaltending.
Yeah, slapping the glass on a layup, that was the pinnacle of my jumping career. Never been one of those guys that's been gifted enough. You mentioned Alfonso Willis. I was never one of those kind of guys. He almost took the rim down here at Central Gwinnett last EBA camp that he attended. Yeah, for me, all I have is a ferocious smacking of the glass for you.
I think actually in high school we got banned from smacking the glass by my father because he told us one time at halftime, y'all worried more about smacking the glass than you were making a layup. Yeah.
Jenkins with the nice pass and jumper splash there for Sawyer Pace. Rebound by Trey Brock. Brock to Kasanda. Kasanda, good finish inside. Ate the contact and laid it in to make it 42-48, 6-point game. That jumper's way off there for Caruth. Wasn't a bad look. He was wide open, just off the mark. Brock had a foot out of bounds, so that'll nullify that splash from three-point land. Good footwork there by Caruth. Coach Travis felt like he traveled there. We'll take a look at the replay. Just looked like a good move. Wiley wheeling and dealing inside. Nice spin move and finish for Kamal Wiley. Now gonna try a triple. Feeling good, feeling great. That one's long though, off the back of the rim. Take a look at a couple plays. Walkers, here's the Caruth. 1, 2. I count 2 steps after he had picked up that dribble. So a good move. 3 from the corner, that's money. He was following the shot just in case. Sawyer Pace pushes the lead to 9 points. Sonda trying to answer back. No good. Pace rebound in the hands of Jenkins. Jenkins says, see you later, and kicks it to the corner. Good energy with the basketball for Team White right now. We approach the final few seconds of this one. As Wiley making some players think about whether they want to step up and take some of that contact. He'll head to the free throw line. See the last play that he made, set the spin move up nicely. Caruth with it now. Side Green's just going to dribble the clock out. So that will do it for the first game here in the boys division. We'll be back with more EBA All-American Camp after this short break.